Hey guys, welcome to my camp. Today I'm just going to be tidying up after all the storms we've had. It's 2020 spring, seems to have been storm after storm after storm, loads of rain. Camp seems to be okay. A bit of water got into the log pile. The chafe horse had been blown over somehow. It's a heavy thing, don't know how that happened. But otherwise, looking pretty good. So it's a decent day. The sun's actually starting to get over the mountains now, onto the camp, which is nice. So mostly I'll be getting some wood chopped, getting the birds fed, the feeder over there, and seeing what's what. Get a fire on, get some food going. Only got a few hours today, but it should be nice. So first things first, get the fire going. There's so much deadfall about that, plenty of kindling. Just need to go and grab some. Then I'll use some of the wood from that pile. Hopefully not too wet. The tarp had come off it a bit. If not, there's a fair bit over in the corner. Although there is quite a bit that needs chopping as well. So, nothing fancy. The kindling, fire lay, ground's pretty wet. Some bigger stuff to get it going. And normally I'd use a bit of bracken or something, maybe even flint and steel. But today use a bit of fat wood, always good. Quick and dirty today, as it's been really wet here, so just get this lit. See, great stuff. It's pretty hard not to get going, really. So then if I get going, and fairly gently just get that on. I've got a great deal today, but that's plenty enough. So, lovely smell. Okay, with that fat wood. So, next, got some of this on. Too fancy, chuck it on. I'll get going. I think to get this going, it'd be nice to get the bird feeder filled up. The birds are starting to gather around already. Yeah. Goldcrest, robin, all sorts. As you can see, not the best maker of fires in the world, especially with one hand, but they'll get going. All this stuff's pretty dry. Starting to get there now. A bit rough and ready and cheating, but hey, it's not always about rubbing sticks together, is it? So as I was saying before, camp doesn't seem too bad. A few things fallen over, really high winds, but looking pretty good. Let's go bit of wood to chop later. Some nice oak, pretty dry. That's what I've been doing before. It's a fair amount stacked up. And we have this stack around here as well. Time to keep me going. Feeder filled, and I've got a bit scattered around. There have been some badgers here in the past, which is pretty cool. Not sure if they like the seed, but I put some on the floor. Tends to go. Guess it's probably just the birds. So I've got some seed down, but just of interest. So on the ground there's quite a lot of hazelnuts that have been eaten. It's pretty cool. It's mostly old hazel around here. Guessing possibly coppiced at one point. Not quite sure. Get that fire going. Get it smoky. Just getting my pack up sorted. Excuse me. That's the toolkit, and I hate to say it, not one of my spoons, but one I'm trying to copy today. I don't bring a great deal with me. Fire kit, carving stuff, water, bit of super noodles. I say I'm only here a few hours. So the fire's getting there. Still a bit smoky, but everything's just so wet. Takes a while to get going. Yeah, got a few birds coming in on the feeder, which would be nice. Anything's calling in the background in terms of birds. Lovely spot. So it's starting to get there nicely now. You really hear the water starting to sizzle. So that's pretty much sorted. Put a lump on there, should keep it going a while. Next, get these lumps of oak sorted out. It's a bit fancy. I just wedge it in here. And then get chopping. So I do have all sorts of saws. Laplander, breakdown, bow saw. This is fine for just chopping up bits of wood. You can leave it here without feeling it. So someone's going to nick it. Although I'm thinking this saw might be a bit blunt after the winter, but it's getting there. Now because I'm here a fair amount, or in the summer, or when the weather's not lashing it down, I've got a decent kit for getting this wood chopped up. I find it's much safer than swinging an axe around. Just belt an axe or split and wedge into some wood. Works much better. As I say, cut through, just give it a knock. There we go. So you've got the luxury. I'd recommend an axe and a sledgehammer. Pop it in, give it a wee welly. So doing it with just the one hand. As you can see, even with that cack-handed attempt, it's nearly split it. That's the way I find it easiest to do it. Now this is a lovely bit of wood. Well, this is firewood, but it's really, really tough. Solid oak. There's quite a lot of them around here. So the bit I'm in at the moment is mostly hazel, possible coppice from a while back. This oak, once it's dried out, now this is firewood. Took an age to cut. It's going to burn so nicely. Lovely bit of oak. Don't know why, but so satisfying. So getting there. Don't like much, but it's taken a while. And there you go. Just goes to show you don't need expensive tools for chopping wood. Or bushcraft, come to that matter. All sorted, all stacked under cover. Wood in the fire. It's time for coffee. Right, let's get a cup of coffee on. I tend to use either like a cowboy coffee or there's coffee bags, pretty good. So I fancy stick it in. Got this old metal coaster which you just stick on top. Get in there. Nothing much nicer than watching the fire burn. Don't know if you can see them, but there's I put up quite a few nest boxes around here. There's one in the middle. See the bird feeder there. Another nest box over there. Mostly just blue tits and stuff, but hey, nice to see. Lucky enough to get things like chuffs going over, buzzards, all sorts really. Right, pretty much boiled. Let's take a look. They're looking good. So basically keep it in this leather bag, protects it a bit more. But just bog standard coffee. Basically just chucks them in. Doesn't need to be loads and loads and loads. And that just boils down. I think cowboy coffee. I think might need moving. What do you reckon? Whee! Pop that back on in a second. There we go. Perhaps more on the edge. Hey. That'll do. Been on there a little while. Oh, it seems fine. Just take it off and let it sit for a while. Looking good. Shouldn't take long. It's quite a cold day. So next, just going to get some more water on while my coffee cools down. Just for some noodles. Good old pot noodles from Aldi's, Lidl's, wherever. Pretty tasty. I'll show those in a minute. Let's get the water on. So, need a fair amount for this because there's a couple of noodles. So I'm a bit of a jabber. Here we go. All good. So those are the noodles, pretty tasty, plenty of flavour, what you need. Let's go in a bit. Just have a look around, just can't believe how dreary and dreary it is this time of year. Can't wait for everything to start greening up. But it's getting there. Starting to see the first shoots coming through. Nettles, goosegrass, all sorts of bits and bobs I can have a nibble on, make some tea with. Good stuff. So that water's getting there. It's quite a bit, so it'll probably take a while. Let's go and try this coffee. Should be pretty tasty. Oh, perfect. With the grounds, they just eventually fall to the bottom. Just make sure you don't drink the last bit. Very, very tasty. Just looking at the time. Probably won't get a chance to do a spoon today, but hey ho, no great worries. We'll do it next time. To get off, only here for a couple of hours this time. So that's my kit. See that another time. Just the normal Moras. Couple of ones for doing the bowl. Can't remember the gold. Little carving axe, Grenswell Brooks. Nice little thing. All sorts of bits and bobs there. Use that bit of leather, I put it on my knee, protect it. And a glove, sort of knife proof one. Keep that on my hand, which I tend to cup stuff in. Nice little kit. Yeah, it's just about starting to get there. They're bubbling away now. Get those noodles on the go. Right, I'm pretty certain that is all boiled. Yep, definitely. Grab that. And, get it filled up. Should be plenty. Right, let's give those a quick stir. Ooh, smell good. Get all the flavour into it. Nice. Right, it's time to get these scoffed. Looking good. Nice. One down, one to go. Very nice. I know it's lazy, but nice and quick. Really tasty. Definitely though, bring the grill up next time. Some burgers, always better. Well, I've just been watching the birds for a bit. They don't seem to like the feeder anymore. There tends to be loads down on the floor. They're picking up bits and bobs, so they feel safer. So the fire's pretty much burnt down now. A few coals in there, still a bit of warmth, it's nice. But I'll be making a move soon. Just getting packed up, fire's out, wood's all nice and secure now. Nice few hours. And there we go. I've just put this front on it to camouflage it a bit, but mainly it keeps the sheep out. I just peg the bottom down. Keeps it all fairly secure. Less conspicuous. That's it for another day. As I was saying, just one of the loads of nest boxes I put up. You can see they've been used because it's getting packed out around the hole. So it's not the easiest thing to see, but there is a little game trail here. I say game. I have once had a bit of badger hair trapped down, a bit of barbed wire there, but only the once, nothing since. And there we go. It's pretty well camouflaged. You don't really see it once you're even 10-20 meters away from it. Been quite a lot of debris coming down in the storms, but all the better for me. I've been harvesting this bit here, nice bit of oak. Some more of the oak trees that have come down in the storms. It's been quite a bad one this year.